jet fighters can be categorized in generations. The Royal Australian Air Force Air Power Development Centre Bulletin, while not endorsed by the RAAF, notes the term appeared in the 1990s to make sense of the leapfrogging improvements in performance to jet fighter aircraft brought about through major advances in aircraft design, avionics, and weapons systems, and proposes that a generational shift in jet fighter aircraft occurs when a technological innovation cannot be incorporated into an existing aircraft through upgrades and retrofits. Lockheed Martin has been using the terminology fifth generation for its F-22 and F-35 aircraft, to imply their competition is unable to offer similar levels of performance, a classification debated by Eurofighter, and by Boeing IDS for the bid to replace Canadian Forces jets. Aviation Week's Bill Sweetman noted that Lockheed Martin labeled the F-35A a Euro 5th generation a Eurofighter in 2005, a term it borrowed from Russia in 2004 to describe the F-22, and proposes that the post-Euro Cold War era, low-cost approach of the Saab Gripen should qualify it as a sixth-generation jet. This marketing terminology made its way to the Prime Minister and Defence Minister statements when backing the Australian Defence Force choice. Hallian classification, while not endorsed by the U.S. Air Force Air University, Richard P. Hallian proposed a classification in 1990, high subsonic, little aerodynamic difference from the last generation of propeller-driven fighters. First and second generation turbojets. Wood, fabric, and all-metal construction. Optical gun sights. Straight wing and straight tail. Mechanical control systems. Primitive ejection seats. Mach 0.75-0.85. Me-262, Gloucester Meteor, P-80, DH Vampire, Yak-15, MiG-9, Saab 21R, F-84 Thunderjet, F-9F Panther, Dassault Oregon, DH Venom. Transonic, second-generation turbojets. Radar gun sights. Swept wings. Generally have adjustable horizontal stabilizers. Early hydromechanical flight control systems. Mach 0.90-1.05. F-86, F-84 Thunderstreak, F-9F Cougar, MiG-15/MiG-17, Hawker Hunter, Dassault Mystery 4, early supersonic, swept wings, all moving tails, radar gun sights, introduction of air-to-air missile armament. Third-generation turbojet engines. Early stability augmentation technology. Generally adaptable for both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. Mach 1.3. MiG-19, F-100, F-8. Supersonic aerodynamics, especially area ruling. Fourth-generation turbojets. Radar for search and fire control. Over-reliance on air-to-air missiles based on unrealistic expectations. Mach 2.0. F-104, early model MiG-21, English Electric Lightning, early model Mirage 3, supersonic, refined supersonic aerodynamic design, including canards and variable geometry wings. Fourth and fifth generation engines. Stability augmentation. Mixed gun air-to-air missile armament. Terrain following radar for low-level high-speed flight. Radar search and fire control. Infrared sensors. Heads-up displays. Laser ranging and targeting. Wide range of air-to-surface missiles, bombs, and rockets, including precision-guided munitions. Mach 1.4-2.5. F-105, F-4, late model MiG-21, late model Mirage 3, F-5, F-111, Mirage V, Su-24, MiG-23/MiG-27, Sepeka Jaguar, Mirage F-1, KFIR. Supersonic multi-role, high efficiency, combine the characteristics of the fifth-generation fighters with advances in propulsion, radar, sensor, and electronic flight control technology to generate highly maneuverable, highly agile aircraft that can be swing-rolled for air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. Fifth or sixth-generation gas turbine engines. Engine thrust-to-weight ratios in excess of 1. Ability to attain supersonic speeds without afterburning. sustained high G flight, and controllability below 70 knots at angles of attack exceeding 70 degrees. High degree of energy efficiency. Mix of Can-1 and missile armament, coupled with diverse air-to-ground weaponry. Mach 1.8-2.5. F-14, F-15, F-16, F-18, Mirage 2000, Panavia Tornado, MiG-29, Su-27. Aerospace classification. In 2004, the self-published website Aerospace noted that the classification usage appears to have first appeared in Russia during the mid-1990s when officials were planning a competitor to the American Joint Strike Fighter and proposed a classification, 1. 1945 to 1955, similar in capability to piston engine fighter, thrust-limited early jet engines, subsonic, rare radars, conventional armament, Me-262, F-86, MiG-15, etc. 2. 1955 to 1960, supersonic in-level flight, radar, first air-to-air missiles, F-102, F-104, F-105, F-106, F-8, MiG-19, MiG-21, Gloucester Javelin, Dassault Mirage 3, Saab Gripen, 3. 1960 to 1970, multi-purpose fighter bombers, F-4, F-5, MiG-23, MiG-25, Su-15, Su-1722, British Aerospace Harrier, Mirage F-1, Superintended, J-82, 4. 1970 to 1990, emphasizing maneuverability rather than speed, F-14, F-15, F-16, F-18, AV-8B, MiG-29, MiG-31, Su-27, Yak-38, Panavia Tornado, Mirage 2000, Vigan, Mitsubishi F2, AIDC Chinkuo, Shinj J-10, HAL LCA, 4.5. 1990 to 2000, enhanced capabilities, advanced avionics, limited stealth technology characteristics, F-18EF, Su-30, Su-33, Su-35, Eurofighter Typhoon, Saab Gripen, Dassault Rafale, 5. 2000, advanced integrated avionics, low observable stealth techniques, F-22, F-35. Air Force Magazine classification. In 2009, Air Force Magazine tried to define fighter generations and proposed a 6, 1. Jet propulsion, F-80, Me-262, 2. Swept wings. Range radar. Infrared missiles, F-86, MiG-15, 3. Supersonic, pulse radar, beyond visual range missiles, Century Series, F-105, F-4, MiG-17, MiG-21, 4. Pulse Doppler radar. High maneuverability. Look-down shoot-down missiles, F-15, F-16, Mirage 2000, MiG-29. 4+. High agility. Sensor fusion. Reduced radar signature, Eurofighter Typhoon, Su-30, FF, Rafale, 4++. Active electronically scan arrays. Continued reduced signatures or a Euro-OE active via Euro stealth technology, Supercruise, Su-35, F-15 SE, 5. All-aspect stealth with internal weapons bays, extreme agility, full sensor fusion, integrated avionics, some or full Supercruise, F-22, F-35, 6. Extreme stealth, morphing capability, smart skins, highly networked, extremely sensitive sensors, optionally manned, directed energy weapons. The fifth generation was expanded to the PAC-FA and the Shinj J-20 by the self-published website The Aviationist. Winchester classification. In his book published in 2011 by the Rosen Publishing Group, Jim Winchester proposed a classification, 1. 1942 Euro 1950. From World War II to the Korean War, similar construction to their propeller-driven fighter, first and second generation turbojets, Me-262, Gloucester Meteor, MiG-15, F-86, 2. 1950 Euro 1965. Board radar, infrared homing missiles, 3. 1965 Euro 1975. Look-down shoot-down, RF air-to-air missiles, terrain awareness and warning systems, air-to-surface missiles with electro-optical guidance, laser-guided bombs, F-4, 4. 1975 Euro 2005. Relaxed stability by fly-by-wire, digital computers, active electronically scan array, infrared search and track, F-14, F-15, F-16, F-18, 4+, 1986 high-capacity data link, 5. 2005 Euro 2025. Minimized radar cross-section, composite materials, commercial off-the-shelf processors, consolidated view of the battlespace, low observable data links. Air Power Development Centre Bulletin Classification. The Royal Australian Air Force Air Power Development Centre Bulletin, while not endorsed by the RAAF, proposed a classification in 2012, one mid-1940s to mid-1950s. Subsonic, no radars or self-protection countermeasures, unguided bombs and unguided rockets, no afterburners, F-86, MiG-15, MiG-17, two mid-1950s to early 1960s air-to-air radar, semi-active guided and infrared missiles, radar warning receivers, supersonic level flight, F-104, F-5, MiG-19, MiG-21, 3. Early 1960s to 1970. Multi-role fighters, look-down shoot-down, off-bore sight targeting, semi-active radar homing missiles, beyond visual range, MiG-23, F-4, Mirage 3, 4. 1970 to late 1980s. Head-up displays, fly-by-wire, swing-roll fighters, MiG-29, Su-27, F-A-18, F-15, F-16, Mirage 2000, 4.5 late 1980s into the 90s. Stealth technology, radar-absorbent materials, thrust vectoring, active electronically scan array radar, network warfare, multi-role missions, FF, F-15SE, Eurofighter Typhoon, Saab Gripen, Dassault Rafale, 5. 2005 Stealth technology, multispectral sensors, networked, F-22, F-35, PAC-FA, Xiong J-20. Table, with era, most prominent feature, aircraft appearing in multiple classifications. Categorizations. References.